She's always on FaceTime with this nigga, bro. And it's her cousin, bro. She's always on FaceTime with her cousin.
You seen the flags, Brody. Oh my God, you seen the flags, bro.
And I heard yams come out her mouth. And once I heard that, I'm like, who are you on FaceTime with? And why are you talking about yams, bro?
You see, this is what I'm saying, bro. The world aligned with this man. It aligned with this man.
Kenneth, please, open the door. Let's talk first. If this is it, let me just talk.
No, this is it, gang.
But there's another video. I'm about to watch that one. She made a response to everything that was going on. So honestly, the only thing I can see her doing is maybe try to explain herself a little bit, trying to get out of this, but there's no explanation you can give to the internet. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, addressing the allegation. She dropped it. She dropped it. Tell me you made Catalina. Here we go. It is Catalina. Oh, my truth. Oh my God, here it is. Here it is.
Hello, everyone.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, she doesn't look like she been crying OD. Oh my God, bro. Look, I low-key want to read these comments before I let me see the first comment. Shawty done lost her damn mind. Oh my God. The first comment. Nah. The first comment took me. Okay, let me lock it. Why I say 1 year old? Is her profile 1 year old? No, this came out 5 days ago. It says, I'm sorry. Mental, oh my gosh. Okay. Let's watch this. All right. I'm thinking she's gonna say she was mentally messed up. So therefore, that is why she was fucking her cousin.
I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex.
Wow! I did not expect that. I really thought she was gonna come deny. But she did it. She said, I take full responsibility and accountability.
I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong, I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route and I deeply regret it. But
what am I watching?
There's more to my story and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name. And I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not...
She's talking about the bucket list note. But it's like, you know, okay, let's say this part is true. You didn't write it. It was shared to you by your cousin. I know for a fact you didn't deny it. God, that's so tough. I know for a fact that you responded with it. That's so cute. Oh my God, that's so tough. Because look at the conversation you guys were having. I know for a fact you were happy about that note just because of the fact this man took you to go watch the season finale of The Boys and then you were texting your cousin talking about we need to pull up to this theater. Oh my God. Girl, you're cooked.
I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was
What?
I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship.
Girl, we seen the receipts! Did she not watch his video? We seen it all! We seen the Gucci picture that you sent? Oh my God.
There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship and I've been doing this for months. Which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make...
You're on camera showing your yams to your cuz, bro. Showing nude. Saying your boyfriend material. all this and that, and you expect us to believe you weren't cracking that nigga? You expect us to believe you weren't cracking that nigga?
Anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet.
Damn, that's so bad, bro. Imagine your parents, your family, like your family in general, hearing this, seeing this online on the internet. Cause she looks young, so her parents must be like 40, maybe 50 years old. So they're still tapped in, bro, and they're hearing all this, they're seeing all this. Like, how do you feel? Oh man, I can't even imagine that, bro. That's like, damn, that's next level.
In reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic.
I
also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic.
What?
It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and...
I fucking knew it. I called it. I said it in the last video. Now she's gonna start talking about suicide or being suicidal or feeling suicidal. Oh my god, this is so fried.
Never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clicks and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex.
Oh shit, Snowcone is part of this?
I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself.
Okay. Adjustment disorder with depression, mood. Okay.
It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health.
But she didn't really lie, did she? She just said like she admitted herself, but actually she didn't admit herself. Someone just forced her to go, and then she had to go. So she didn't technically lie. Maybe she didn't know the whole information or whatever the case may be. But you know, you get the gist.
Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Was she part of Streamer University?
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on.
Oh my god.
Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional...
Bro, I ain't gonna... Like, this was so predictable. Now she's saying... Bro, it's so predictable that it was his fault. He was abusing her mentally and physically. Like, it's just so crazy. It just comes out now when you get exposed, bro. Like, oh, man, it's just so predictable. I just don't understand. She needs to bring out receipts. The only way people are going to believe her if she brings out receipts of her talking to her friends, family, or whatever about this nigga being abusive, whether mentally or physically. That's the only way she's getting away. And I don't see that happening at all, bro. This is like, bro, you're so fried.
He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends, and since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal. But what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex... dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know.
So, like, where's this report, police report, you know, anything like that, you know? Like, where's the evidence? We're just yapping on camera. Where's the evidence?
Men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted. After all this abuse,
I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna try to downplay her essay or whatever she's saying happened. It's just like this is going tit for tat type shit. Like, like this is so hard. You just showed us a video of 2 bloodstains on the ground and some location. That's it. I'm a little confused, bro. That could be from, you know, I don't want to downplay her thing, but like that's just, I don't know. Which made it hard
for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left.
Oh, okay. We got messages. Finally, some messages. Yeah, man, I passed out last night. Can I give me a brief overview of why you broke up with Kenneth? I could tell you, but I finished at 3 a.m., so you'd be asleep. He lost a real because of his problem he was never able to fix. I was putting 100% of myself into a relationship to fix it while he put 50%, so it didn't work. Despite everything, I loved them and I believed him. Okay, blah, 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 blah. So I stood up for myself and broke up with him today to go. This doesn't tell me anything. What does this tell me? Does this tell me that you broke up with this man because he wasn't putting enough in the relationship? That's normal. That's whatever. You broke up and you did your thing. Cool. But you have allegations of SA, abuse, this and that. Where's that? I need that. Do it right now. We break up. I'm dead ass done putting up with your bullshit and your stubbornness. Blah, blah, blah. I want to handle this issue. This is nothing. You can repeatedly hurt me, but you claim to love me, right? Bro, I hope you rot in hell. Like, I don't understand. You're fried. You're cooked. Like, this is nothing. You're just saying that he wasn't a good boyfriend and that you wanted to stuff. But then, when you were behind banging on his door while he was making that video of you cheating, you were talking about you were the best boyfriend, you've never did me wrong, da-da-da-da-da. Now, where's this coming from? But this is, like, I need things about these allegations you're throwing out, bro.
Here's proof.
Okay, I started shaking when I seen your text. I said, I'm gonna... Yeah, I hope you rot in hell. I've been held these past 11 days. I've been to heaven. I'm supposed to be there right now. I was just thinking about you and ranting about you. Bro.
Of my ex.
Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Okay, right now I feel absolutely tarnished. I feel absolutely tarnished and destroyed in life. I don't even feel like I deserve to talk to you right now because of what I put you through. I wish after my countless promise that I kept them, and when I said I would do better, I am not going to talk about the effects of this. Okay, I'm not trying to manipulate you, whatever. I am someone with a great amount of pride and anger issues. Okay, he admits he has anger issues. In the heat of disagreement, I hold on to my pride and I argue till I die. So it's okay, nothing yet. Okay, he did admit that he has anger issues. I won't lie about that, but then he goes to say in the heat of my disagreement, I hold on to my pride and I argue till I die. Doesn't say he put his hands on her. Doesn't say he physically abused her or anything like that. Or mentally abuse her. So, okay. I don't be wrong. Calm down. Yeah, I never did. So fucked up. I was looking at a picture of you maybe a few days ago with Brittany and was asked, how could I make this secret girl cry? How could I do something? Bro, oh my God, bro. He admitted he had anger issues. Okay, cool. Where's these allegations?
And admitting to the abuse that led to the...
Oh, here's the abuse. Okay, he was doing, I was thinking of right now, my friends, instead of the notes, and I've been through every single stage of emotions through this. There was anger when it first happened. I was like, man, whatever, she's tripping. And then after the anger, it was sadness, the crying, then the wanting to harm. Harm himself? Is he talking about? He said afterward. The worst of the worst, after that realization, that's when I started to realize how bad of a boyfriend I was. And I was telling myself if I could go back in time, what I would change. And I was able to do a list of things that I would do differently to ensure I never lost you. After realization, there's loneliness. You realize she's probably really gone and living life, and you're here dying. I seen something that said the girls grieves and get over it quicker than guys. Okay, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. I can't lie.
fallout of our relationship.
Okay, I'm not gonna sit here. Okay, this is him saying he misses her. This is just him saying he's missing her.
Letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse.
Okay, confess to his abuse. I always tried to hit you. Oh my God! With oh no, oh my God, I didn't finish reading it. Oh my God, I didn't finish reading it. I didn't finish reading it. I always tried to hit you with no. Let's not break up. Let's continue fighting. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, you were so strong. Oh, he did. Okay, acting erratically and mentally abusing you. Okay, okay. I became a stray. Okay. Okay. He admitted he has anger issues and he was mentally abusing her. Okay.
Confessed to the wrong
You're right,
that
Kay.
he put me through in our relationship.
I'm not reading
I
all
also
this.
have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link
Okay, cool.
in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex
Why
offered
did
me
you not
his money
save
as a
that
way
shit
to
on
avoid
your phone?
responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these
But she's
gestures,
still taking back.
I took my ex
GG's.
back in
Nah, that's what I
February
just
of
said.
2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but like, I feel like
So she's not. Okay, so she's not from
I
New York.
feel like I'm losing my mind, bro. And like, I just need to listen and get help from other people in my life, or
Alright. I don't see what this has to do with the allegations.
I never wanted to hurt anybody, and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a bad thing that
I'm not
I'm
listening to
now
this.
is because I failed. It made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about these.
Alright, this is her
at all.
talk.
I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming, and I will be back.
Oh, this is Cook. She's saying she'd be back to stream. This is gonna be worse than the CC situation in Kingsman, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, yeah, I have a soft spot now for her, just like tiny bit, like the size of a bean, just because of him admitting that, you know, he did have anger issues and would mentally abuse her. But like, I don't like. I understand that it's hard to leave a relationship where that happened, but you already successfully left him like 2 or 3 times, and he brought up sob stories, and then you still kept coming to take him back, bro. And it's like, no matter all that, it's the fact that you still, like, the whole point of that video was you cheating on him with your cousin. Like, yeah, this mental health issue, this all this other stuff is like a side burner just because that is so much of the main focus that the internet just takes away. And then we all knew you were gonna come online with these type of things. Like I called it at the beginning of the video, this is what's gonna happen, and it's exactly what has happened. It was just so predictable. And it's so hard to side with someone like this, bro. Cause no matter what you say, yeah, you're going through mental health issues, you're still a cousin fucker. I'm sorry. I said it. I am sorry, bro. And it's like, no one's gonna take this serious. I'm sorry, no one's gonna take this serious. And her come back to streaming, this is gonna be worse than CeCe's fall. And then the weird thing about this is just the fact that she stated that she's gonna come back on her platform to raise awareness for mental health issues, for suicide, all this and that. It's like, why weren't you doing that before? You showed the receipts of when these things were happening all the way in 2024 and in 2025. Yet in none of those situations, all the time you were streaming, did you ever raise awareness? Why is it now after these allegations came out? Now you want to raise awareness to mental health issues. You've been going through it your whole entire time. Why is it now? It's just a little weird to me, you know? It just screams that I can't do what I normally do, so I gotta start doing other stuff. And you know who did the exact same thing? That girl CeCe. After her platform got basically tarnished, she started posting on Instagram to raise awareness about things that's happening in Gaza and all things that happen in Israel and all these type of stuff. She was never doing that before, but all of a sudden when her platform gets torn down, she starts posting those things. It's just like, I don't know, bro. This is like your truth. This is not just your truth. This is a whole different side of the story. You admitted to being a cousin fucker, and that's what everyone's gonna run with. I'm sorry to say. Goodbye.